Hello, it's Sheree from Turquoise Dreaming. How's everyone doing tonight? I have a few things to show you and share with you tonight. Welcome to my channel, and I also am starting a new journal that I thought I would try to do on camera again. And this journal is going to be for the Dear Julie's Mystery Mayhem Junk Journal Challenge. So I will start that tonight. The deadline for this challenge is May 31st, and I'm just starting. So this is a little encouragement for anyone who is in on that challenge, and you haven't started like me. I think I'm planning on getting it done. I plan on knocking it out this weekend. I have Monday off, so I thought I would just knock it out this weekend, get it all done. Monday's Memorial Day, so I think I'll have some time, and I plan on getting it done. So these are some books I picked up today. I found them at a very good price at a thrift store, so I picked them up. I was trying to sort out the free things I got today. I think all this stuff right here was free. They just, I saw it and picked it up and they just threw it in. But they're like, I don't know what they are. They're some kind of a little cards, and they're like almost like wallpaper. They're kind of like felt on the back or something, in cardstock. I don't know. So I don't know what they're from. But this one had the swans on it and it has a number 7 right there. And then this, also that same backing, is kind of like fuzzy. And this was a pretty tree, like you know what, I'm just seeing this now. It's the first, because I grabbed them, they were in a on a shelf or whatever. And I was like, I don't know what these are. And I was hoping there was more. And now I'm seeing this must be like the 12 days of Christmas. So like this is a partridge in a pear tree. And there's no number on this one. This one has 7, so it would be 7 swans a-swimming. I wish I had found more. Maybe if I go back I can get more, find the rest of them. But this says 9 ladies dancing. So I thought I like the colors. They look old. And so I just picked those up and they threw them in for free. There's some envelopes here that are pretty. They're very light, but they look, old. It could be old, I'm not sure. And let me see, here's something written right here. Let's see what this is. It's not a date, but it says, I can't really read it. I don't know what it says. Probably whoever made it. And then there's a very light floral pattern on the flap here. So they're pretty, and I could coffee stain these and they might come out really, really pretty with the coffee on the white, and then this might actually even be prettier looking with the coffee stain on there. So that's just some envelopes, and then all of these were free. I think there's one more, but I don't have it here, or maybe it might be tucked in somewhere. But they are called the Work Basket. This is from 1962, December 1962, and the reason I picked them up is because they just had some old advertisements in here. I mean, this is cool. About sewing. It's kind of a little, maybe like a little craft magazine for women back then. This is about Christmas here. And it just looked interesting. There's some recipes. So, I'm not sure what this is. But this is in here. Isn't that cool? So yeah, I can take these apart and use them in my journals. And this is, I don't know if you're supposed to color this, or if this is some kind of transfer, but really cool. I didn't know that was in there till just now. Like I said, I just kind of glanced at them and saw the advertisements. And there was another one there that I didn't get that was ripped down at the bottom. It had a big rip, so I just felt like it was, even though it probably would have been free, just, not much I could do with it. So that one's cool. And then here's another one. I won't go through every page of every one, but just some kind of a little advertisement there. See if we see anything like that transfer or whatever that was, a coloring page. I guess they don't put it in every one. This one's from 1961, October. And what was that? I just saw just a little, like a, let's see. You can order cosmetics, like a sample of some cosmetics, possibly. So that's neat. Little piece of ephemera there. And there's some color. What is that? Some more dresses. Wardrobe winners. So yeah, I like those. Those are cute. I've never seen those before. Those are awesome. And this little book cover was just sitting there on its own. I don't know what happened to the insides, but the insides were gone. And it's just, of course it looks, I wish I knew how old it was, but it could be 1800s. It just looks super old. Everything's faded off of here. The name, there is a name that I can barely see. The name on here is, it looks like Esther, E-S-T-E-R, Reed, R-I-E-D. And there's a picture of I think it's a floral, possibly, that used to be on here. So yeah, there's the spine, and the whole thing is just old. So I just like the size of it. That's why I picked it up. I think it would be a cute size for a journal, even if I ended up covering the whole front and back and inside and everything, which is probably what I would have to do and make a new spine. I still just like the idea of, you know, saving this old book cover, and even if I have to cover up the whole thing with a new fabric or something. So then I kind of was hoping to find more of these, because it looks like maybe at one time these were a set, but I did find these two, and this is the story of the Constitution and the story of the Declaration of Independence. And I thought they were old, and then I opened them up, and they look so kind of whitish, but they are starting to brown or yellow. But I think they were just maybe never used, you know what I mean? Like maybe someone collected these at one time, and they just sat on a shelf. So they're kind of new looking. But then I looked at the copyright, and let's see, isn't that neat? I'm going to put these two books in my shop because I think they're really cool, but I don't want to make a journal out of them. I think someone could have a better purpose for them, you know, to add to a historical collection of books or something. But this one, copyright, is 1968. So you can see what I mean, though. They look kind of new, but they're 1968, so they're definitely vintage. And I think the covers are pretty. There's the back and the front, you know, nice pictures on both sides, and just really, I think they're really cool looking. So I wanted to get those for my shop. Here's the other one with the Constitution story, and there's the back of that one. Let's see if this one's 1968 too also. They're both in the same, you know, like perfect condition. Let's see, 1969 on this one. So maybe it was a series of books that came out around that year, every so often, or every year or something. Let me see who published it, actually. Maybe that would help to know something. It's Children's Press, Chicago, so these are considered for children. I just think they're really neat, though. They have the neat colors. This one's blue. The other one was, what color was in that one? Was that one blue also? This one's kind of brownish, but really neat. So, you know, I might go back and see if they had any more of these. Sometimes, you know, you can find, you know, they only if it's like a collection, they end up getting split up. So then you go back and you sometimes find more. I've found that in the past. And then this is pretty cool. I don't know if I'm going to put this in my shop or keep it and make a journal with the pages, but I'm dropping things. Okay, so let's get back to under control here. Anyway, I really like the pictures in here. They're very, let me see, it looks very 70s to me. So let's see what year this was put out. Better Homes Test Kitchen on this page. Let's see where the copyright is. Oh, I don't see it right off. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. Let me turn around so I can be maybe quicker. It doesn't say right here. Meredith Press, Creative Cooking Library. Maybe it's in the back. It has a neat, pretty back cover too. All covered with pictures. Okay, well, it looks very 70s. I'm sure the copyright is in here somewhere. It's got to be, right? Just take one more quick look for the copyright, because I always love to see how old the books are. I really don't see one, do I? No, I don't. Okay. Maybe it doesn't have one. I don't know. It's got to, but I don't see it. So that is, I thought that was just cool, a cool, you know, old cookbook. This one, I could tell it was old. I like the picture. I don't know if this can be cleaned up or not, so I'd have to, you know, work on that. If it could, I could probably make a journal out of it. There's the back. I do like the orange color, but I really, even though I don't know about the cover, I got it for the pictures inside. And look at this. This was apparently in a school library and got a lot of use. But there are some good pictures in here, which I think I can salvage, that I thought were really neat. So I don't see a copyright in here though yet, which I think is strange. I mean, okay, if I'm going to guess what era this is, I would guess I'm going to guess 1960s on this one. It just looks like the type of book I learned how to read from, you know, in first grade, the Dick and Jane books. It kind of reminds me of that. So it's not a Dick and Jane book, but it's called Under the Apple Tree. And the pages that are good, I think there was enough to justify me getting it. Because look how cute the pictures are. And the images. So neat. Chickens. Let's see, what's this one? See, now this is perfect on the front of the page. It's got a little bunny here. On the back it's got writing, but I can always cover that up, you know. Let's see the pictures. Yeah, if I wanted to use this whole page, I would just cover this bottom half up with a pocket or something. Because it's got this cute little bunny on the top. Here's another bunny. I think this is different stories in here is what it is. So look at the cute little creatures here. So see, there's quite a lot of pages in here that are good. So that's why I went ahead and got this one. So when I first looked at it, I was like, oh no, it's got writing all over it. But then I saw all the good pages. So yeah, I'm going to definitely use that. And then as I was walking out, I saw this. This is pretty dirty on the front, but it may be able to be cleaned up because it's actually looks pretty good. I can just wipe it down real good, possibly, depending on what the inside looks like. I kind of just looked at the inside very briefly because I was on my way out, like I said, and I didn't have any time left on my lunch break today. And so this is one of the ones with, let me see what year this is from. This is one of the ones, I have another one like this too, with the yellow, I showed you the other day. I was looking at the yellow dividers, and I did compare, and the new dividers have pictures and things on them, different things on them. So this definitely indicates what year it is by the way the dividers are, but this is 1968. This is 1968. So this is The other one I have must be 1968 also, but you can see it looks good. It's in good shape inside here. I want to kind of get to where see if the notebook rings here are all in good shape. They look like they're all closed well, and they open up. I don't want the pages to all come out here, but yeah, they open good, close good. I just didn't get that back in there right now, but I'll get it back later. Here's something. Oh, here's another one. I knew I had another one. The work basket that I was showing you. Well, here's this one, and this one is 1963. So, some more fashion. Oh, here's another one of those centerpieces. Oh, I wonder if this is for needlework. That's what it looks like for embroidery or something, like a pattern. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Isn't that neat? Wow, I have never seen those before. So cool. No Money Down. Florida home sites for $495. Under Ocala, Florida. It's a very pretty part of Florida. In fact, I think that's the prettiest part of Florida, Ocala, Florida, because it reminds me of North Carolina. It's a forest through Ocala, Florida. If you've never been there, it's like the Ocala National Forest is there, and I think it's a really cool area of Florida. That and Mount Dora is my two favorite probably parts of Florida. Mount Dora has a great flea market if you ever go through there. They have awesome flea market there. It's only open on certain days, but it's giant. If you ever go there, you would need to plan a day there, because especially if it's hot, because you're going to need a break. But okay, so this is this. Oh, here's another one. Okay, I just was trying to keep everything from falling, and kind of when I didn't get a bag, so I said I don't need a bag, and I just kind of tucked everything in as best I could to get it out to my car. So this one is 1961. It's February. It's got this heart on the front. And let's see if there's a pattern. I like those patterns. Those are so cool. Here's another little piece of ephemera here. That is neat. Don't know what this is for. Fabricon Company, Invisible Reweaver. Detach and mail. I don't know what that is, though. I don't know what they're advertising there, but free vitamins. Who can make sense? This is funny. Advertisement for some carpet. Some more fashion. Here's a solid piece of two solid pieces in the middle of this one something you can write away for. Some carpet information or samples or something. This is really pretty with the color here. Some plants you can order, maybe. There's another piece here. Isn't that neat? It's all browned. So these are really cool. I'd really love to find some more of these. I'll have to keep my eye out. I won't be able to probably go back there till next week, though, so we'll see. So here's the rest of this cookbook. So this is in good shape. It just needs to be, the cover needs to be cleaned up a little. So that's my treasures for today that I found on my lunch break. So I'm going to move that over to the side here so this video doesn't get too long. We need to get moving. I was going to show you, I was coffee dyeing some flashcards this last night. I have old like vintage flashcards, but I picked these up because I like the shape, and they were white and they're, you know, newish. So I thought, well, they would be cool to coffee dye, you know. I like the color of my old ones already. I didn't want to coffee dye those, but I thought these would be cool to grunge up and coffee dye and stuff like that. So this is how they came out. just all different little coffee stained patterns on them. So I'm not sure if I'm going to collage on them or try to make little journals like use these as the covers. But I just wanted to coffee dye them and then go from there and figure out, you know, what I'm going to do with them later. So those are ready. And now back to the May. I'm trying to see what I need here. A little bit of protection on my table. But back to the Mayhem Junk Journal Challenge. What it is, we're using 31, we're to make 31, well, we have 31 things, and we have to make at least 25 of them, but we can make all 31 if we want. And I have the list here. Let me read you a couple. Like, we have to make a journal space that is lined, like a journal page, a layered collage, a belly band, a top tuck, lace pocket. You know, there's a whole list of 31 things here. I wrote them all down, and I'm going to cross them out as I do them. Well, actually, what we're supposed to do is cut these out, put them in a little cup or something where we draw out, you know, each one. And then, so like the mystery is you draw out, say, 2 or 3, and you do whatever it is. Like, say you draw out a belly band, a lace, or let's see, paper flowers, and something metal. Say you draw those 3 things out by coincidence. Then you take that and make something with those 3 things. So I believe I'm saying that right. Hopefully I'm going to follow the rules here and do it correctly. But anyway, so that's that part of it, which I will start on next, or along with this. But I wanted to go ahead and get started on the journal also. And this is another little book I found just today. It's a Hallmark book, and I thought, you know, I like this shape. I kind of been wanting to make a hardback journal this shape, kind of long and narrow. And I like the cover. I thought it was pretty. And it's, when I open the cover, you're gonna be like, I mean, these pages are so pretty, and I won't keep you in suspense. But what I did, I saw the cover. I thought it was pretty. I thought it looked old. Then I opened it, and look at the edges are all like the torn edges. And I mean, each page is amazing in here. They're like paper. They are paper, but then there's some that feel like, I don't know what they feel. They're like parchment paper or something. But they're so pretty. And then I'd like to find a year here too, as we go along, but I want to show you the pages real quick, because before I take it apart, because I mean, I thought it was amazing when I saw this. Copyright is 1971 right here. So let me just flip through real quick. I mean, butterflies, pretty butterflies. I mean, the colors are awesome, and, you know, vintage 70s. There's a squirrel. Look at that green and blue. So pretty. I mean, I was just like blown away when I opened this book. A butterfly up here. So another thing about the Mayhem Junk Journal Challenge, we're supposed to use like floral, botanical, nature type. We're supposed to do that type of journal, because Julie said April flowers make, you know, May flowers. April showers bring May flowers. So it's May, so we're doing May flowers. Spider web. See the color? This is the sun. So yeah, so some kind of like floral, nature, botanical type journal. So I thought this would be cool. This is another piece of that parchment or whatever it is. Bird. So I thought I would try to use, I'm going to see if I can use all of these pages in here, plus add to it in my style of, you know, some pages you can write on and things like that, you know, some envelopes. And I'm thinking I'm going to do a 2-inch spine. So the last journals I did, the glue books, had a 3-inch spine, so I thought it would be cool to maybe do a 2-inch spine. I'm not sure how many, it's called Pathways to Faith. I'm not sure how many signatures I'll do yet, but I'll play that by ear. It's going to be between, it's probably going to be 3 or 4, but I haven't decided. Okay, so I'm going to take this apart and I'm going to see if I can keep the end papers together, because I think this would be really cool to keep this just like this on the front and back. And you can see the spine is kind of separate. If I can show you in the camera, there's a hole right there. So I should be able to, but I don't know if I can keep the end papers together. And if I can't, I can always put them, probably maybe put them back together. But maybe if I keep this page too. Yeah, that's what I need to do. I'm going to keep this page in here too. And then this looks like it's, I guess they're glued together, but okay, I'm going to cut right here. And we'll see how we do. Wish me luck. I'm going to be easy with it so I don't cut the end papers, but don't know if it'll work. I'm also trying to stay on camera. Let me see if I can see better here. Got an X-Acto knife here too. Let me see if that works any better. Used to be a little bit strong, but also gentle enough not to cut through the end papers, you know what I mean? Maybe a combination of the two. And this is going to come apart now. Let me go back to this. I didn't do this on camera last time, I don't think, with my glue books. I think I had already done it before I started, but I thought maybe I can do it on camera. Okay, it's coming. I think the end papers are staying so far. So far, so good. Let me move my cardboard around so I don't cut through everything here. Okay. Both sides together. Let's try the front. So we keep this. And we'll keep this together, and that'll be neat, that parchment paper. If that stays right in the front like that, that would be cool. And then let's see how this is together. Actually, kind of like signatures in here. Yes, there's signatures that are sewn here, so they're starting to come out already. Let me see if I can. That's cool, because that means I won't have to join those pages together. I didn't realize that. I couldn't tell at first. These pages will be all together. They should be all together here. See, these came out all together. They're all one piece. That's awesome. That is perfect. I picked the perfect book. I love it when the pages stay together. Okay, let's see if we can have some more good luck here. Getting another signature out. Okay, this one looks like it's coming. Cut the strings. Isn't that awesome? Another one. See, it was meant to be. Okay, now I can see the strings here. Let me see how this one comes out. Okay, here we go. This one's coming out right here, I believe. I think so. It's coming out up here. Oh, let me start up here. Let's see, what am I doing? Pages. Okay, those are my pages. Okay, so this is wants to come out by itself, it seems. Kind of. Like, yeah, it's like right here. Okay. Another signature. Did you see the deer? Aren't they cool? Oh man. Let's see. Okay. So we've got our signature, last signature here possibly, or last pages. I just want to make sure I have my pages that I want to keep. Okay, so those are going to stay. This one I might have to cut out. I'm not sure. Oh, this one's attached. There's more strings in there, or what? Looks like there is, but there might not be. Hard to tell. Maybe this is... See, this looks like it's attached to this one that I want to keep in here. So let's just go for this one. So I've got to get that spine off too, you know. Cut right down here. Hope for the best. Hope it all stays together here. Okay, I think I've got it. Okay. I don't know why this one's so hard. I guess it's just attached here. Okay. All right, those two came out together. Let's see now what we have left here. We've got the end papers and the one page that's like parchment on this side. We've got the end papers and the parchment. There's still some more papers right here. I'd like to have these come out if possible. See, that looks like there's strings in here. So let me cut right here. I can cut and keep the papers I want. That's what I want to do. But I've been doing so good, but I hope I don't blow it here at the on the finishing line of the page removal. Let's see what we got left here. Okay, they're still in. Well, let me see if I can get the spine off without cutting these pages off. Let's see what the best way is to do it here. Maybe, I mean, I should do it from the inside, but it would be easier to do it from the outside because I can see the line better on the outside, but I'm going to try it on the inside so I don't cut the pages. My theory is you can, I'm a conservative cutter, if you know what I mean. Like, I'd rather take not enough off and then cut more off later and then cut too much off, and then, because once you cut it off, you can't put it back. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Conservative cutting is my strategy when doing cutting. Okay. I've got cardboard here and my little glass pad to protect things, you know, depending on what I think I want to use. Okay, now let's cut this off. I'm going to do it. I don't want to cut off my paper. So what am I doing? I need to cut on this side. See, I can take my scissors to it after I get this little piece off and even it out. In fact, I might just do my scissors now and do the rest with scissors because it's almost off. I just don't want to cut those pages off, you know what I mean? Let's see if we can just cut this off with the scissors. Yeah, see, it was almost already off. I just didn't want to cut those pages with my box cutter. Okay, so that's the little tiny spine that was on there. And I want to even this out without cutting out my pages if that's possible. They're still there, still attached. Wow, I can't believe that worked. I thought for sure I was going to cut them off. Okay, so we're going to even this up. Without cutting our papers off. There's still some like spine left on there. Yeah, see right here. If I could cut right there, that would be perfect, but I'm going to cut, if I do that, I'm going to cut the page off, which I might have to do because I need my spine to be nice and smooth right here. I mean, this is kind of lumpy, this part of like the spine that's left on here. So if I cut the paper off, I cut the paper off, but I need this to be smooth. Cut some from this side. Sometimes I use my paper cutter on the spine and just make a run up with my paper cutter and just make it nice and try to make it nice and smooth with that. It just depends on what the spine is made out of and what it looks like after I get done with the scissors and things like that. See how smooth it is. Yeah, I might run this through my paper cutter so that I can see if I can just get a nice smooth line right there. And this one needs, see, it's got, all this needs to come off. So I need to cut my paper off now that I've worked so hard to keep it on there. If I cut it off now, I'm going to be very disappointed. But I'll survive. Okay. Just trying to make it even. These scissors are sharp, believe me. But even though they don't look like they're doing a very good job, this just is a little bit of a tough, maybe some glue on here or something that I'm having to cut through. Or whatever this spine's made out of. Okay, I'm going to just run over and get my paper cutter. See what we can do with that to smooth things out. I've got everything right here. And this video is probably getting too long, but I need to get a major amount of this done because, like I said, May 31st is next week, I believe, and so this needs to be done. Let me see if I can do this with my paper cutter. It might be too thick for my paper cutter. And I might have to just do this off camera for a little bit. See, that's what I do. Let me skate up here a little bit closer to my table. Get a nice even line here. Yeah, that's coming out nice now. See, it's looking a lot better. Okay. I wonder if our papers are still attached, our pages. But there, see how nice that looks compared to how we started out, nice and smooth. Let's see if our papers are still attached. Yes, they are. Awesome. Okay, and now I'm going to do the same thing here. Let me dump all this stuff off of here. Got my trash right here, beside my table. Let me put this page over there out of the way. And we'll do a little smoothing out on this one. Let's see if we can get it right there. Moved a little bit, so. Oh, the paper's coming loose on this one. Gotta be careful. Maybe I can save it. I mean, I'll still use it. I just was hoping it would stay attached. Let's see. It's loose. This one is loose. I'm going to have to reattach that. So since it's loose and I need to put my, well, you know, I got to think about this now too, because how do you put a new spine in if you have your paper there? Because I need to tape the new spine in down. Yes, I just thought about that. Oh well. I think I'm going to, after all that work, I'm going to have to take, I just saw someone do that before and I thought, when I saw the pretty end papers, I thought that would be cool to use these and keep them on. I'll have to reattach them is all, because I just thought about that. I have to put the spine on. So how am I going to do that with the end papers in the way? There might be a way to do it, but this is already came off anyway. So I'm just gonna go with it. I'm gonna roll with it. Okay, so I think that's pretty even. And I want to get my spine on here, taped on here, and then I'm going to let you go. And then I'll see what I want to do next. So let's get our spine over here. Get this out of the way. And put this down for protection just in case. My back cover is upright. My front cover, and I'm going to have to take off the papers, as I said, because I just realized I have to put some tape on here. Put my new spine on. So all that work of being careful, and now I'm going to cut it off. But whatever, it'll work out in the end. Maybe they put their end papers in after, and I think that's what they did. They put their end papers in connected after they got their covers together. I bet that's what it was. I'm going to have to smooth this out again since I just cut off those pages. Okay, let's smooth it out one more time. All crooked now. Nice and smooth. That works good, huh? I really like that cuts so good. Okay. I just think to see if that's smooth enough. It really is, because it's going to be covered up with tape anyway. So here's my protection. Here's my spine. I've got my 2-inch spine already cut. Here, the length of my book. So we're going to put that right there. Everything's upright. And we leave our little gap in between the book cover and the spine, so there's room for it to bend. It doesn't have to be big or anything, just a little tiny space. Okay. turn this around. Even out my little area here so I can get this all straight. So that, yeah, this is 2-inch spine. And perfecto. Okay. Now I have a little bit of tape left on this roll. I don't know if I have enough to go down the whole length of the book though, so, but I would like to use it up, so let me see if we have enough. And I just put it right in the middle, and I don't want to cover up too much of the page here because I think that's really pretty, but I need it to be covered up enough to attach really well. So let me just pick that up because it moved when I put it down. All right, let's try again. See, I like this. I like using this tape. I don't have any problem getting through it, with my needle or anything, and then you don't have, I don't know, then you use less glue. I feel like it, either way it's good though, because I've done it both ways, so it's just whatever you feel better about, I guess, or feel like using, maybe you just, whatever you like better is really what it is. Okay, so this side is down, and I'm thinking I'm just going to wrap it around this time instead of doing 2 separate pieces. I will be putting fabric on the spine, so over the tape, and this, oh, I might not be able to wrap it around. I might not have enough here. Let's see if I have enough. This is the end of my roll. It's hard to get off the end here. Still sticky. See, there's the white. It's almost done. I think we're going to make it though. Let me move you back over here. Okay. I don't want any wrinkles here, so trying to get it straight. Move that over. All right, just enough. Cut that off. Cut it off even with the book in a second. I think I would like to see something here. I don't know if I can reposition this at all. I'm going to try it though. It doesn't matter if it's crooked because you can cover it up with fabric, but it's a little crooked and I would like it to be a little bit straighter. So, there we go, that's better. Okay, that's much better. I'm going to fold it. So I'll just fold, see if I can just fold it around. I don't want that to be lumpy right there under my fabric, so I'm going to cut it off. Right above my spine. Yeah, I don't want a lumpy, you know, I don't want it to be lumpy under my fabric when I put fabric over that. So make sure you smooth out all your, if you have any kind of lumps and bumps, if you're using tape. And there's part of our spine done, half of it done. Now, let's do the other side. Make sure everything's upright here. And so this is going to go here. Got my new roll of tape here. Let me get this. Okay, I just want to get it started so I can pull it off easier, but let me get this in position. Leave her a little gap. And then see, I'm just putting it on this half because then I can still move around. Okay, so I got it in place. I'm going to put it down. Try to make it straight and smooth. Okay, and then we're going to wrap it around. Now this covered the whole thing. I don't know if you watched my glue book series, that was a 3-inch spine. So I had a gap in between. I would cover it with fabric anyway. It didn't matter, and it doesn't matter. I'm just saying this covered the whole spine is what my point is. So let's pull some more tape out here so I can wrap around. And make sure everything's in position. Yep. Pull some more tape out. Let me get this off of here. Okay. Okay, now we're going to keep this straight. Nice and straight. And just pay attention to the cover, especially the front cover, because you know you might have words or pictures you don't want to cover up. So this is, you know, the words are way over here, and I'm not really concerned about that on this one. Everything's smoothed out. I'm going to cut it off here. No lumps or bumps. I haven't had a problem with getting any this stickiness on my scissors when I'm using this tape, in case you were wondering. But I saw, I think it was Gail uses Goo Gone. So if I did have a problem with any of that sticking onto my scissors, I would, if I couldn't get it off just by, you know, cleaning it off myself with my hand or a sponge or something, I would get some Goo Gone and clean my scissors, because she did that and it worked really well. It looked like on video. So I'm going to just even a little bit of an evening out here of the tape that we need to do, possibly. I mean, it would probably be all right if I did even it out, because it's just a tiny little piece here, but it'd be nice if I could even it out. So that's it for tonight. We've got our new little book here going. I think it's cute. I'll just show you real quick. Isn't it awesome? I'm sorry, you're crooked there. We were working hard here in this book, but isn't the shape neat? Let me tell you the inches, because I think it's so cute. Okay, so it's almost 6 inches wide, not quite. It's about 1/8 short. I think that's 1/8 short of 6 inches across. And the length is, let me guess. No, I'm not going to guess. 9.5 inches. I think it's pretty adorable though, even though it's not tiny or anything, but here's the inside so far. And it's looking awesome. I can't wait to do some more work on it. So I'm going to look for some coordinating fabric, and then I got to work on the ephemera. So I'm not sure if I'm going to work on the ephemera or the pages next, but can't wait to get started and get this beauty going. I think it's really pretty. Okay, I'll let you go. Sorry to go on about it, but I just think it's awesome. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching tonight.